Welcome to episode 10 of A Day in the Life at the Ridgecrest Community Garden. We've been having extremely cold temperatures, consecutively, ice literally on the ground every day. So you can see that we took the plant covers off maybe around last week or 2 weeks ago, and we wanted to see if our plants can stand the test of the cold temperatures. So we're just going to go through our raised beds to see which plants did well, which plants got damaged, to really just show that you can have a successful garden during the winter and you can still grow an abundance of vegetables during the winter season as well out here in Ridgecrest in the high desert. So let's start with our herbs. You have oregano here, Italian and Greek oregano. You can see that there's frost on it, it's frozen, but it's here. You can see some over here. So oregano is an amazing plant to have during the winter season. They are very cold hardy. They will survive the frost, they'll survive snow. Let's look over here. These are supposed to be going dormant. These are boysenberries, but they seem to be thriving even in the wintertime when it gets extremely cold. Boysenberries and other berry plants go dormant. You have the mint here. We harvested a lot of the mint, but they have not died out yet. I don't expect a huge growth from them because of our recent harvest and the cold temperatures, but nonetheless, they are not dying out. More boysenberries, more mint. More boysenberries. I am shocked that the boysenberries are still doing this well. It's been a freeze almost every day, and the plant is thriving. You can see here more boysenberry. Our yarrow is frost all over it, and it is still thriving. So I am impressed with the yarrow. You can see here we have the pineapple guava tree, the pineapple guava tree. I am impressed with this plant, with this tree as well. It is doing extremely well. We actually recently planted this tree in the ground, and now it's thriving throughout the frost. So this definitely shows that guava trees can grow out here. You know, there was a lot of theories that we can't grow these trees out here, but this is literally showing you that this guava tree will thrive in cold temperatures. So let's move on over. Our kale. Look at our kale. You can see that it is frost all on it, and they are doing extremely well. Look, the whole bed is frozen. So kale will last you throughout the winter seasons. Kale is a must plant during the winter season. Look, we have our beets, our radishes here. We have garlic over there. We have our rutabaga over here. And look, you can see they're doing well. You can see that everything's frozen. See that? Rock solid. Rock solid. Frozen. Rutabaga. Garlic is doing well. Let's look at our beets and our radishes. Beets and radishes are doing well. And this is in the midst of the frost, multiple freezes, cold weather, ice. You can see the ice. Let's see what else is doing well. The Swiss chard doing well. Look, ice on the Swiss chard. This is not just one day of a frost. This is weeks consecutively. More Swiss chard is all doing well. Take note of the plants that are still thriving and doing well. Look at the, what is this, mustards? Look at this, it's beautiful. Look at this, it's thriving, it is so beautiful. The mustards, I'm gonna get some amazing pictures of these too. They're doing well. More chard, more mustard. Over here, you're gonna have spinach, collard, spinach, lettuce, bok choy, all doing extremely well. Let's look over here. Parsley is a really good plant, a really good herb to plant during the winter. Well, don't plant it during the winter, but you want to start it during the fall and let it thrive throughout the winter. More dinosaur kale, more Swiss chard, more Swiss chard over here. So, you know, what do we have over here? Spinach, turnips. I'm amazed. Wow, okay. This is amazing. I obviously haven't been here for a few days. You know, the holiday season and everything that's going on. So came over here to see how everything's doing. Water if needed. We do have our newly planted apple tree here. Well, we have our dwarf peach tree, and you can tell by the color that it still has life in it. The leaves all came off, but it's going to make its comeback. We just planted that in the ground. Even with seeds, we planted seeds, lettuce, arugula, more lettuce mixes, spinach, and you can see that the seedlings are thriving. They're coming up, have frost on it. So even the seedlings are still thriving in this extremely cold temperatures. These are spinach. The spinach seedlings are doing extremely well too. So honestly, I am amazed. Even with the sage, I read that in extremely cold temperatures, that sage would turn into an annual plant and it would die out. They're usually perennial. But this sage plant is showing that it's a true perennial plant. So it is not dying out in the cold temperatures. Some of these are dying out. I think some of this was basil. We had catnip here. The catnip, we harvested all of the catnip and it's still thriving. It's not dying out yet. Some of these herbs are dying out. I think this may be lemon balm, but the lemon balm is coming back. So, what else? Rosemary is doing extremely well. The lavender, thriving, doing well. What is this? This is, Mexican tarragon. It looks like it's dying out, but I mean, it's surviving. More lavender is doing well. We're also laying out more subscriber beds. Our new beds are a tad bit smaller. This is the only wood we had accessible to us. So subscriber beds are a tad bit smaller, but nonetheless, they're still large enough to grow an abundance of crops in. So we have, say, 9 total new subscriber beds that we're going to lay out, which puts us at a total of 21 subscriber beds. So we're going to have a lot more to offer. All right, this is what we have for now for our subscriber beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new subscriber beds. We have room for 4 more, which will put us at a total of 21 subscriber beds. And we are extremely excited to bring more abundance to the city of Ridgecrest. We're also going to create more landscaping areas here where we can do more planting, and we're going to try to fill this community garden completely up by spring. So spring season, when it comes, we will be ready and we will be planting more and more and more plants. Yes, so do not let the harsh temperatures discourage you from creating abundance. We showed, if you've been to the Ridgecrest Community Garden in the summer, we showed that a garden in a high desert can thrive during the summer, 115 degrees on up. If you provide the right environment, you nurture your plants. We harvested tons of fruits and vegetables here throughout the summer, and we plan on doing the same during the winter and the spring season, upcoming spring season. So do not let the harsh temperatures discourage you from creating and manifesting abundance. So that is all for episode 10. When I come back, I'll do episode 11, and we're going to start preparing the rest of the raised beds here at the garden to create more abundance during the spring season. So I hope everyone is having an amazing new year where you are manifesting your dreams and making everything come true. And I'll see you next time. Peace.